Hey guys, it's Elton Jim here, and we're doing a review of Star Wars Outlaws. Now, to start the review, I want to be talking about the start of the game. It starts pretty slow. You're a low level criminal, basically. Not very important, but yeah, you work your way up eventually after the first, let's say, 2 hours of the game. And then you can choose between different factions of the game, which is kind of fun, but also is meaningless. The game does give you a feeling of choice, like betraying a faction by doing something specific in a mission, but it's I think mostly in the main missions or maybe exclusively in the main missions, which is a bummer in my opinion. Now, what is kind of nice is actually the rewards you can get by having a faction maxed out, for example. You can get a nice set. For example, I went with the Crimson Dawn and I got a nice stealth set. But to be fair, I did not really feel the effects of the set. It said it had like bonus sneaking and some other stuff. The only thing I noticed was that bombs or grenades didn't one shot me, it just gave me like 10% health. Something dumb like that. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. You can switch factions, which makes it kind of meaningless. So you have that part. And on the other front, since factions play such a big role in it, we have to talk about the story of the game. The story is a very basic heist story, but it still is kind of compelling. I would say the story here is better than, for example, Starfield's story. Because Starfield had a lot of boring sections, and this actually got my attention quite a few times. Obviously, I'm not going into specifics, but it does keep my attention, as I said before. Now, the gameplay itself. Let's start with the stealth of the game. The stealth is kind of simple. Let's call it that. The NPCs are really dumb, and it's basically Assassin's Creed stealth, but then dumbed down even more. And it's fine in the beginning, but once you've done it like 10 to 20 times, it kind of gets repetitive and it has nothing innovative to it. It's really not that good and it gets boring. And then you have the gunplay. The gunplay is also okay, but not great. First of all, I was playing with a controller, and yeah, I'm not really good at shooters, but yeah, I still hit my mark more often than not. And it's a shame that you only have like one blaster, and that's it. And you can pick up different guns, but that's still annoying because whatever action you do, even if it is knocking somebody down or opening a door or something, well, maybe not opening a door, that might be the only thing that doesn't trigger you dropping the gun. Everything drops the gun. Like every other action drops the gun. And then you have to pick it up again. So you basically can't pick up a cool gun and then take a ladder up because you will leave the gun downstairs. That's really a really dumb system. You should be able to put it on your back or something. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Continuing on the gameplay part of the game is the lockpicking system, which I actually don't like. In the beginning, I thought, oh, this might be fun, but it's a rhythm based lockpicking system. And yeah, in the beginning, it was kind of fun, but it really starts to become really not fun. It actually becomes annoying because once you unlock a door, more often than not, there are like two other locks that you have to pick, which is really annoying. Which made me turn on the obvious accessibility option that I could actually just press the button and it opened the door basically. And I think the developers knew that their system was shit, and that's why they put it in there. And that's kind of a bummer. Like literally copy Skyrim's lock picking system, and you're fine. Why try to be innovative or try to set a different standard or something or make something seem more fun? I really don't know what they were thinking here. That was a really bad choice. Now, so far you didn't hear many good things about the game. That's not to say that the game isn't fun. Like, I actually had fun with the game, not gonna lie. I didn't fully finish it, but I did get to get to the part where I had to get my crew and shit. Uh, Little spoiler, my apologies, but yeah, I'm not gonna spoil more. But the part that I did like is that you can upgrade your blaster and that you can upgrade your speeder and your ship too. It gives it a little extra touch. It's not like Starfield upgrading ship wise, I mean. But yeah, still, it gives it a bit more flavor. And also, talking about the ship, the the things you do, basically combat and actually retrieving things in space, it's pretty basic. But also better than Starfield on its release. At least you have to fly to like a planet or an area and not just fast travel there. And yeah, and the combat itself is kind of basically you have to make sure you're zooming in on the target and then just shoot and then you are always hitting them, so there's no challenge whatsoever to the combat. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, I'm talking ship combat here obviously, but that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much else to say. Like the pet that you have is really cute. The moments in the story where you're eat, like you can eat with your pet, and there's a little mini game like a quick time event thing. It's really fun. You'll see it when you get there. I personally would give this game like 6 or out of 10. That would be my score for the game. Because the game isn't really that amazing or good. And that's actually kind of me being generous. Just because I think it's like in some aspects slightly better than Starfield. Like story wise, it's simple, but it's still more compelling. It has more compelling moments, whereas Starfield was very monotone. Um, the combat, yeah, okay. Starfield has the game kind of beat on that front, yeah. Unfortunately, but other than that, yeah, the ship combat is better. Well, better. It's not really hard. I mean, it's kind of the same, I would say. Like if you can get this game on a sale or something for $30, I actually would buy the game. But for $70 or euros, no, definitely not. I actually bought Ubisoft Plus or whatever it's called, the subscription for 1 month to play the game. And yeah, I'm glad I did that because I'm enjoying the game. I'm still playing the game, but there are obvious flaws. I didn't get any crashes, by the way. Performance in the beginning, in the early access period, the first day, was pretty bad. I couldn't get above 50 FPS, but they fixed that the day after. All of a sudden, I had a 90 to 100 FPS. It's really strange how they fix that in one patch, but okay. So, as I said before, this game is a 6 out of 10. Wait for sale, and that is my review, guys. Like and subscribe, and hit that bell. Bye.